Good evening, my friends. DRBMiller here yet again. Hope you are well. Hope you are still here with us after listening to our announcement, which was delivered very a little while back. And I told everyone about the current status of the channel and all that we've been doing and how we are to be progressing. Just to really summarize it in a nutshell, I'm not going to be having my regular daily streams anymore. This is due to many different factors that include sponsorship and funding and all sorts really to do with the channel, my schedule, the overall commitments I have elsewhere, etc, etc. But we are going to be carrying on weekends, and the weekends will have short Destiny streams that will be comprising Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 activities. We'll have sessions dedicated to the recent video gaming news, and we'll have plenty more dedicated to dialogue and discussions about all that's happening in the video gaming world. I will be targeting new games and things which are coming out that are hyped up are there in the industry, and we'll do some beta tests, and therefore we also will be conducting reviews. As these tests complete, we are going to be discussing everything in depth here on my channel, as we've always done before. The difference is going to be obviously in its duration. I'm no longer in position to have 6 hours per day dedicated to my live streams, and therefore we will have few hours, but they will be taking place on weekends. So today we already heard all about the news. If you're interested, and perhaps if you're just about to join us, or if you're joining us, you can simply go back to our earlier broadcast, which is called Announcement, and in it I talked a lot about all that I've been doing during the last 6 months and the reasons as to why we didn't have our regular daily streams of Destiny here on Twitch. I told you I played some of the games which I thoroughly enjoyed. They included Rainbow Six Siege, Detroit Becoming Human, that I absolutely adore, Beyond Two Souls, equally excellent, Vampire, PUBG, one of my favorite tactical shooters, Deadly Premonition, Director's Cut Dishonored, The Evil Within, very recently on PlayStation Now services, and then God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn, which appear to be some of my favorite games of all times. In fact, Horizon Zero Dawn, I think, together with God of War, is topping it together with Mass Effect and Destiny. Very glad to have received those games, and indeed very grateful to PlayStation for making sure that indeed they were accessible through live streaming service. In addition to that, we could also download them and therefore stream them if you wanted to, and this is what we'll do in due course here. So watch this space for Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War. Horizon Zero Dawn I'm playing at the moment. It's been on PS Now already for about 4 weeks, and I'm just loving it. It's deeply immersive. It's a proper adventure game with everything that you desire. Fantastic characters, wonderful story, a lot of action, very immersive environment, wonderful open world. Everything that you always have asked for and you were never able to get is in Horizon Zero Dawn. So if you please dive in. If you're not, subscribe, and you will get it, I think, on some degree of discount. If you are, in fact, you probably will be able to get it even free of charge if you are just wanted to try it, and you'll have the benefit of accessing more than 700 games instantly. They started with the same policy, which is similar to Microsoft's. The blockbusters are being introduced and then they rotate. They're not staying there for too long, usually between 4 to 12 weeks, but that's plenty of time for you to try those games and get fully accustomed. So this is what I've been doing. I've played all these games and none of them were streamed. I was just literally loving them and enjoying them as I went along. And I also reminded myself of The Last of Us. We are expecting a sequel to come out within the next couple of months, and The Last of Us Remastered Edition was given to us as part of the package on PlayStation Plus, and indeed I loved it, and I'm still enjoying it. So anyone who's interested in what will happen to the lead characters, well, have a refresher. Go back and try, first of all, The Last of Us 1, and then you will have a prequel on PlayStation Now services as well. So there is plenty for you to enjoy out there from those Naughty Dog wonders. The sequel is, well, I wouldn't say in the making. It's been already finished, but it will be released very shortly. Right, well, we are back live here on my channel after a little while. I've been reconsidering how to run it and told you all about it already, so without further ado, we'll jump in. We'll do some activities here in Destiny 1. We'll do it on a Hunter. and we'll go basically to Siva's and to Crucible to warm up a bit. This is going to be a short stream, a bit of a refresher, a bit of a reminder, a bit of a session that is bringing us all back together, and then we'll carry on as usual on every weekend basis. So let me just have a look very quickly. First of all, I need to see what I have in my character, what weaponry, because if we are to jump in, I will probably need another weapon in the Isaluna. 400 will be probably better for the Crucible. Dark Blitz, Spite, Hunger of Crota. Okay, so that's all cool. Let's see, we got Eon Tracer Mask, Eon Tracer. We are all Eon. Tip top, really. Very happy about that. So without further ado, we'll crack on. We'll go to the Crucible. Let me have a look. What's this? Oh yeah, Rise of Fire Prelude. Dreadnought Moon. Alright, Crucible. Rumble. Elimination. Clash, skirmish, no control. Well, that's annoying. Okay, we'll try Mayhem Rumble. Let's see how far we are going to be able to get, because one against all, yes, of course, but we've had some difficulties in getting selected. In other words, there were some difficulties in getting into these rooms, and we need to see whether this will work. If not, we'll just go and do some of the strikes. Because I don't have much time to be waiting in here indefinitely, and as you can see, we are not getting anything at the moment. I forgot really how arduous it was to be just waiting. Clash. Let's try Clash. Not many people are playing Destiny 1 nowadays anymore. That's the trouble. Let's see, Rift. Skirmish. Better off just waiting for that rumble. No joy. Well, instead of waiting here indefinitely, we'll just go to some of our Vanguard strikes. So we'll go to Siva Heroic Strikes. Let's see, that's light 350. Treasure of Ages. Heroic, Arc Burn, Specialist, and Chaff. Okay, let's see. It's been a while since I was doing Destiny 1, so it'll be really a great refresher, reminder, reacquainter for us to jump in and do it all again. And we played so many Siva heroic strikes that it looks like I'm going to be doing it all by myself. Never mind, all good. And maybe other people will join us, or maybe I'm joining somebody else's match. We'll see what happens. Let's see.
Whether we wanted it or not, we've stepped into a war with the Cabal on Mars. So let's get to taking out their command, one by one. Valus Ta'arik. From what I can gather, he commands the siege dancers from an Imperial land tank outside of Rubicon. He's well protected. But with the right team, we can punch through those defenses, take this beast out, and break their grip on Freehold.
Plenty of enemies out there. I forgot it all, I think. Taking a few matches to get back into full swing of things. Somebody else in there. So what are they doing in there is the question, right? What was going on in there? Thank you. There we are, reviving our friend. I guess we were struggling a bit in there. Not played it for a while. That's the answer. Very rusty. neutralized. I don't know how good these strikes were, really. Played so many of them. Easy to forget when you are not playing it every day, you know. Well, if you're an avid gamer, play all the other games, then as soon as you're in a strike, you remember it all. Was he? Okay. Put on a sniper. Sniper will do us. Go. But he walked through the wall.
Got it. I'll let Commander Zavala know there's one less problem on Mars.
Valus Ta'ark has finally been defeated and the Cabal command dealt a great blow. But in the darkness rising, more fleets will come and new leaders will rise. We must be ready to face them all.
We got it. We completed it, and indeed we defeated the beast. As you can see, successfully with some struggle. Chaff was causing us a few problems in there, as it always does. Very annoying to have it. Okay, so we've got chest in our inventory. Yay! Silver dust. Nothing of great significance. Maybe we didn't have a strike and we call it a day. Really, tonight we are just getting reacquainted with our Destiny world, so it's not going to be like a lengthy stream, but you know, a good big refresher. And after this we'll have a refresher on Destiny 2. Destiny 1's been always very, very popular here on my channel. The vast majority of our gamers were dedicated to the original rather than a sequel, but in the recent times, and certainly in recent months, we had experienced a major expansion of that Destiny universe out there in the sequel, with many more tasks, quests and all sorts of activities for us to enjoy. So the vast majority of people are doing Destiny 2, in fact, rather than doing Destiny 1, but you know, always great to revisit either of those. In fact, I'm still to be playing Shadowkeep. I've not played it. I played just first few missions and didn't buy it yet, and I'm just waiting for the best possible offer on its digital edition. That will give us also our seasons and everything that comes together with it. But many more things for me to do in Destiny 2, because I have 50 quests which are still unresolved, and I will have to be grinding some of those for quite a while. So if I'm not to be doing my streams every single day, you'd guess that will take me months and months, particularly if I'm doing it in smaller sections of a couple of hours, which is what actually I most prefer, if I'm not streaming, of course. And I don't really like marathon gaming. I prefer doing it in smaller sections and then enjoying it, you know, going bit by bit, which is always great. We're going to have another strike
Whether
here,
we
and then
wanted
we
it or
today
not,
on Destiny 1.
we've
We'll do a
stepped
bit of
into a
Destiny
war
2,
with the Cabal
just to
on
have another
Mars.
refresher.
So let's
and
get
then
to
we'll be
taking
back
out their
next week
command one
with
by one.
a lot more on Destiny,
Arik.
and indeed
From
on,
what I can gather,
all
he
the
commands
other
the
games
siege
that I'm
dancers from an
currently
Imperial
engaging
land tank
with.
outside of Rubicon. He's well protected. But with the right team, we can punch through those defenses, take this beast out, and break their grip on Freehold.
Oh, so now we are having 3 members in our fire team, which is a delight. Compared to the last one, where in fact I went in all alone, but then I was joined by other 2 people as we progressed.
Let's find access to their system. See if we can track down Valus to Ark.
What's happening? It's ditched. That's annoying. DRBMiller. Problems in there. I've got a look at it. That's not very good, is it? The grab in there. Some destined flips you can. Getting it. Thank you. Hey, that Colossus, I have to admit. Come on, it's taken a while.
Got it. I'll let Commander Zavala know there's one less problem on Mars.
Well, that was easy.
Valis Ta'arik has finally been defeated and the Cabal command dealt a great blow. But in the darkness rising, more fleets will come and new leaders will rise. We must be ready to face them all.
Alright, my friends, that will be the end of our adventure in Destiny 1 for today. We've had an hour of activity, and I literally just revisited our Destiny 1 universe to become a bit more familiar after a lengthy absence, and hope you enjoyed the fights which you've seen. There were a couple of strikes, and we tried to get in the Crucible, but it didn't seem to work. And it looks like nobody is able to get into those rooms in the Crucible on Sunday night, so I didn't really want to wait. But what we'll do now is we'll just migrate to Destiny 2, so we'll have a bit of Destiny 2 adventure as well, to become more familiar with all the activities that were taking place there. So I hope you guys are going to stay here on the channel, and we'll carry on with our adventure in our next stream, which is going to be dedicated to Destiny 2. That is the sequel. So until then, I wish you all a very, very good night.